So here we have the integral from -6 to infinity of cosine of x squared plus 12x plus 36 plus pi over 2. Now, this is going to involve a Fresnel integral, which shows up a lot in optics and some engineering and physics problems. And I kind of show the graph for how this looks like. Notice that it oscillates and then it gets really, really thin as we continue going on to infinity. So how do we solve this thing? Well, I see this x squared plus 12x plus 36, so I'm really thinking that I can possibly just complete the square on this one. In fact, I could just factor this out. This is perfectly, or it is a perfect square. So if we start rewriting this, we have integral from -6 to infinity of cosine, and this is going to become x plus 6 squared. Just do the foiling there. If I were to FOIL this out, I would get x squared plus 12x plus 36, and then we still have that plus pi over 2. All right, well now we have two things being added together here, so we're going to go ahead and apply the sum and difference rule for cosine. So this is going to give me the integral from -infinity or -6 to infinity, I'm sorry about that, and this is going to be cosine of x plus 6 squared cosine of pi over 2, and you're going to see that that's just going to cancel out, minus, and then we're going to have sine of x plus 6 squared sine of pi over 2, all with respect to dx. All right, so let's talk about this. Cosine of pi over 2 is going to be 0, so this is going to cancel out. This is going to give us a nice integral that's simply going to be negative integral from -6 to infinity of sine of, and then we have x plus 6 squared, and then sine of pi over 2 is simply 1, so we just have this right here, giving us our dx. Okay. We can easily solve this, but first we're going to go ahead and do a u substitution. We're going to make u equal to x plus 6, and then du will be our dx. And of course, we have to change our parameter. We have our differential, but we have to change our parameters of -6 and infinity. So let's see, when x is equal to -6, so then u is going to be -6 plus 6. This is going to be 0. And then if we have x approaches infinity, then u will also approach infinity, because infinity plus 6 is just also infinity. So now what we have is we have the integral negative, and then we have 0 to infinity of sine of u squared with respect to u. Now, this is a Fresnel integral. This is something that a lot of us should know. If we ever see something like this, I can easily talk about what that solution is, but this will simply be negative, and then we have root pi over 8. And that is it, guys. That is how we solve a Fresnel integral using some factoring, and then just getting that solution at the very end.